I'm going to talk a little bit about how, as a child, growing up, a lot, my parents would leave us places with my aunts and uncles, some kind of relative or friends, because they were busy doing other things. At the time, my mom wasn't working. My dad, he was playing music. My stepdad was playing music in bars and drinking with his buddies and spending a lot of time doing that. I remember we used to go to the Eagles Lodge on Commercial Street in Springfield, Missouri. And downstairs in the basement there would be a bar. And we'd go there and we'd get babysitted by one of the ladies there or somebody, or we'd be watching ourselves and playing with other kids. I couldn't have been more than 5 or 6 at the time, maybe 4. But I do remember that. I do remember that. Um, I remember going and spending a lot of time with my stepdad and his girlfriends. I remember Dora. That was one of my dad's girlfriends, stepdad's girlfriends. He lived with her for a while. And a lot of my childhood I spent alone, trying to play with other kids, that were hanging around my dad's friends, you know, their kids. That's who I grew up around. I grew up in bars and around a lot of abuse. But I just wanted to share that. I remember we used to go to the Eagles Lodge with my dad, and he'd play music there. And I remember I was so young, I think I was crawling. I remember getting drunk there, sneaking everybody's beer. And I couldn't have been 3 or 4 years old. So my abuse started at a very, very, very early age. That's all I've ever known. That's all I've ever had. I've been high my whole life, except for the short few months that I wasn't able to. My drug of choice is marijuana, but methamphetamines has had a toll on me. I want my kids to know that I love them very much. And please don't go down this road. I'm 53 years old, and this is all I have. This is all I have. Do something with your lives if you can. This world's not going to be here forever. And I hope years and years down the road, if one of my family members see this, I want them to know that my heart was in a good place. And I was just working with what I had. The tools that were left to me by my parents. My family has not wanted me from the beginning. I was a mistake to everybody. Nobody wanted the responsibility of taking care of me and my sister. But my grandfather and my grandmother, on my stepdad's side of the family, decided to take care of us. And they tried real hard, and they did real good. They tried to make us kids happy. They tried doing things for us that our parents wouldn't. I knew at a young age that I was going to be like this when I got older. I seen my future. It's grim. I'll probably never have another driver's license and be able to drive legally. I'll never own a home. I'll probably never have over $1,000 at any given time ever again, or a couple of hundred if I'm lucky. And life is almost over for me. As you get older, and all the things that you take for granted as a child, you realize that you're not there anymore. There's no one to call. No mother, no father, no grandma, no grandpa, no aunt, no uncle to call and confide in. There's no family coming around. No nieces, no nephews coming over wanting to spend time together. Do family things. Nobody wants to do any of that. Everything that my grandmother Mitchell worked so hard to keep from happening is happening. It's January 17th of 2022. Where are you?